Hey everyone, this is the Sphinx, Zeus Wolf, aka Gabrielle Côté. How's everyone doing? What a beautiful gray day. That's why I'm wearing a gray sweater today. Beautiful gray sky, beautiful gray sweater. Beautiful day. So today my intent in this video, part 1, is to talk about barefoot shoes. So let's dive deep right into it. Yeah. I got my paper with me. So first of all, I got a story to tell. So I remember when I was a teenager, I was walking around. Actually, I was running in the field of grass with my big shoes. My shoes had some big heels, and yeah, so what ended up happening is that my feet on the right side, my right feet, just like clutch to the side because the heel is so big. It's not good because it just clutched my ankle. And then I heard a big, I heard a big, oh my god, I heard a big sound, clock, as if I broke my ankle. I started crying, but I didn't want anyone to see how hurt I was. So I just went under a tree and I stayed there and I bawled my eyes off in silence. And the next day, I woke up. My feet was so swollen, my ankle. It was blue like ripped ligaments on the side of my feet. It was swollen. But I was in camp at the moment, but I just kept walking on my feet. I didn't want to complain too much because what do you want to do? I'm in camp in the middle of the woods. Are they going to call the ambulance for me? I think I really hurt myself. I decided to stay collected, to stay okay inside, and to just keep walking slowly on my feet. The first day, it hurt so much to put just a bit of pressure on my feet would hurt so much. And I just kept going. I was limping. People probably noticed how slow I was walking. Those people in the front were like, "Gabby, hurry up, you're walking too slow." And I'm like, yeah, that's the fastest I'm able to walk. I don't want to be pitying myself. I don't want to look like I'm pitying myself or look like I want some attention for hurting myself. So I'm just going to keep walking on my foot and just tough it through. And that's what I did. And then for the years following after my injury, I talked about it a bit to my dad, and then he's like, yeah, there's nothing to do about it besides going to the hospital, but what is done is done. You didn't go to the hospital when you were in camp, and you kept going, and end of the story. Maybe it was better. Maybe it's better that I didn't go to the hospital. Maybe I should have went to the hospital, but you know what? I'm happy I didn't go to the hospital because I'm a real one. Just kidding. Whatever. So yeah, what ended up happening is that I would like clutch once in a while. My ankle, it would bother me for years and years. And I had like pain over here. So when I used to walk, I would get some like cramps in my feet, both my feet perhaps, like here too, and over here, cramps. And I got another story to tell. So after my injury, it was in winter I was 20 years old, and it was winter time. We went for a walk in the woods, and yeah, we went for a walk in the woods, my brother, my father, and my grandfather, when I was 20 years old, and I really hurt myself. Like, I was just walking, and then my right foot started to cramp a lot. And I'm like, I can't do anything. I was super heavy. What do you want? My dad to bring me back to the car? Want me to start crying and wanting some help? It hurt so much. I was crying on the inside. So I just prayed to God in a silenced way in my head. Please, God, can you please make my pain go away? My right foot was hurting so much, so bad. And yeah, thank God, it magically went away. My pain in my right foot magically went away. I just prayed to God in silence because I was desperate for my foot to stop hurting, and it healed somehow. The pain magically went away. And yeah, we just kept going. We went to a cabin in the woods, and we ate some food in the cabin in the woods, and then we went back to the car, and luckily enough I was fine. And then moving on to when I was 21 years old. I'm gonna look my paper. I'm gonna talk about my genetics and my family. So my grandma on my mom's side is an elderly person at the moment, maybe 80 years old. She has some swollen feet, I believe, I've noticed, and I've heard about feet problems. I believe she told me she has a trick with her shoes. Hopefully she has the best shoes for herself. I love you. I love you. Je t'aime, Micheline. Je t'aime, Micheline. Alright, moving on. And my grandma on my father's side, Thérèse, I love you. She has what we call in France some chignon. So it's just like cricket toes and feet. Sorry for putting you on the spot, my grandmas. I love you and I wish you to have a great day. But yeah, it's when your feet are not straight, when your toes are cricket. And yeah, I believe I could develop some cricket toes when I'm older. So I'm so happy to have some amazing shoes for myself. I'm so thankful and grateful to be here and to have access to some beautiful things for myself, like some barefoot shoes. So yeah, that's my genetics. I love you, everyone. So when I was detoxing from my meds, my medication in 2020, I started getting really tense because it was really hardcore. I had to keep moving with my body. I had to keep moving physically, and I had to rest at the same time because it was too much exercising physically. And at the end of 2020, around Christmas, I just really wanted to buy myself a pair of barefoot shoes for the first time because that's what I wanted, some barefoot shoes. So I was crazy in the brains. I'm like, just try to get a pair of barefoot shoes that fit you. And it took me a couple of tries to get a pair of barefoot shoes that fit me. The first pair of barefoot shoes that fit me, what I wanted is those shoes. Some KSO shoes, because those are the most classic ones perhaps. Those are the ones I saw a girl in real life wearing those shoes when I was in police program at l'Asté Collégiale College. I took a police program. I saw a girl running in barefoot shoes, KSO, and I saw guys on YouTube working out in KSO shoes. That's the one I wanted, but I bought that one like 4 times. 3 times they were too small, and the last time it was too big. The last time when it was too big, it was some gray Eco, and I just gave it away to my mom. And the first 3 shoes that didn't fit me, they were too small. We're trying to sell them online. My mom is helping me sell those shoes online because I'm not independent enough. Thank you, Mom. I love you. So the first pair that fit me are the ballerina shoes, and I love them a lot. They have the same stuff going on under the shoe. Those ones are tieable. They're easy to put on when you get used to it, perhaps. Those ones are even easier to put on, perhaps. I love them. I've been going hiking with these shoes. I've run and jogged a bit because these were the ones I got. Those were the ones I got that fit me at some point. The only one I had, and I love them a lot. So I'm like, wow, I finally got a pair of ballerina barefoot shoes that fit me, and I got like, oh my god, I want a bunch of shoes in case something happens. That way I'm gonna be okay for the rest of my life. So that's why I just invested in a bunch of ballerina shoes because I knew what size fit me, and I just enjoy the colors. I'm having fun with the colors and yeah, collectioning. They're gonna last me the rest of my life, and I'm super happy to being able to afford this. I might be on welfare, but it was a great investment for me for the rest of my life to have shoes, because at least I won't hurt myself and have to be hospitalized, which will cost me even more money. So I think it's worth it to invest in things for your health at a young age, because at the end you're gonna have to pay a lot of money because you're gonna be super sick. So Vibram shoes are for my health. Eating vegan, organic is for my health. Rather invest in eating healthy and feeling good all the time than getting super sick, eating junk and cheap food, and getting super sick at the end of your life and having to spend all your money because you got cancer or something. So that was it for what I had to say. So yeah, in 2021 springtime, I was so sore. I've been biking around all winter time. I was so sore in my legs. I feared being paraplegic and handicapped. But you know what? I had to keep going. I can't stop right now. I was going crazy because everything would hurt in my body. Like, I took Invega for like 2.5 years. Every skin cell, every cell in my body, everything inside of my body was so warm, and like it burns inside my body. It burns inside my body because of the medication I used to take, and I feared being paralyzed. Where I took my shot on the side over here, it was the numbest place of my body. And I feared getting handicapped with my legs because I had to work out, which is good, but I didn't have enough rest, and I was going psychotic, and there was just too much working out and not enough rest, and I can't rest enough. I need to keep going. I feared a heart attack at the same time. They diagnosed me with a heart problem. I had to keep going, and one of the reasons I made it to where I am today is my barefoot shoes. So thank God barefoot shoes exist. It was so sensitive, I couldn't keep walking. So I started walking with this, and I was able to walk around with this. I can't walk with some regular shoes. This is it. I could walk with this. I was able to keep going, and I just got crazy. I need a bunch of shoes. Because that's how I'm going to survive for the rest of my life. And I don't regret my barefoot shoes. They're the best thing ever. No one's going to tell me they're not good because they're so good. And I love that I'm still able to walk. Okay, so I'm just going to show off all the shoes I got. So I got some ballerina shoes. I got some furoshiki shoes. I got some V-track shoes. I got some winter insulated V-track shoes. I got my KSO. I got my winter insulated V-track shoes, olive color, army olive color. And I got my hemp shoes. They're all Vibram barefoot shoes. I'm very happy and grateful to being able to afford and have all the shoes I want, because I believe it's a great investment for the rest of your life, and your posture, your foot health, your ankles, your knees, your hips, your back, your shoulders, everything in your body. It's so great to have access to beautiful shoes like this. Thank you for listening. This was Gabrielle Côté, aka the Sphinx Zeus Wolf, October 10th, 2021, part 1. Thank you. Peace.